Now, what is going on, Hillside family? Well, the other day I was at we'll call it a big box store posing as a nursery, but you know the type. Anyways, the amount of plants people are buying is awesome. It's springtime. Everybody's got the spring fever, want to put a garden out, flower beds, etc. But the prices on some of these things, no, sir. So, if you know, watch any of my old videos, I'm all about growing things from seed. That's what I love doing. Love growing everything from seed. Pretty much everything you see in these beds was at one time at least a seed. If not, it was by division or a cutting that propagated from somebody else's plants. The moral of the story is you can garden for practically free, and if not free, extremely cheap. So let me show you some practical things you guys can do here to help you along the way to get a nice garden that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this out. Now, right here, I made some videos a long time ago that I know you didn't watch because it only has like 20 views. One of my really first videos anyways, but it's about knowing what your seedlings look like for a reason, okay? One, you know, maybe you mislabel a cup or a flower pot or something and you forget what it is, and maybe to the novice gardener, all seedlings look the same, so you don't know what is what, okay? That's fine. But this right here, I know for a fact is echinacea and or purple coneflower. How do I know that? From experience, but also look around. If you see things coming up in your flower beds in the spring, look to where the parent plants used to be. Now I know for 100% fact these really healthy plants here are the purple coneflower or echinacea, whichever one you're more accustomed to calling them. So what happens is they grow, they drop seeds, they stratify through the winter time. Nature does what it does. It freezes, it snows, it thaws, it rains, etc., etc. Then in the spring, you have a carpet of fresh, new plants that you can go ahead and harvest out. Okay, so let's just say, hypothetically, wink wink, a full-grown one of these plants that is smaller than this right here. Okay, so probably a small, like maybe not more than a 4-inch pot, but maybe like a 8-inch pot. Anyhow, we'll say they're going for close to $10 a pop. Okay, so if that's the case, look before you, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and over here is a whole bunch more right there. All told, I'm not sure how many. I'm gonna definitely take some of these out, but I mean, this is a 72 cell tray right here, guys. And these right here are black-eyed Susans. Okay, another awesome perennial flower. Dropped tons of seeds, much like this, in a different part of the yard. But I went ahead and just dug these up carefully and put them into a tray. They go for the same price as well. I mean, not this small, obviously, but you grow them up and you do the math. This is a 72 cell tray. You get more than 72 seedlings, or fill it up to the top with whatever you may or may not have laying around growing in your garden. I mean, what's that? $720? Okay, am I saying this is worth $720? No, but just using the retail mentality, $10 a pop for a small little 1-gallon plant of these kind of grown up. I mean, there you go. So you can grow these plants, grow them up. They can be transplanted for your own garden. You can give them away. You can just, you know, do whatever you want with them. But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't need to be expensive to garden. So let me go ahead and show you real easily just how to pull these guys up, what to do, give you a little hands-on demonstration of how to just dig these guys up. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm just going to brush away all this mulch around the plant, kind of exposing the plant itself. Hope you guys can see this pretty well. So there you go. There's 4, maybe a 5th. No, there's a full right there. So you see as you brush it away, this one's kind of flopping over because the roots are probably not that deep, because you want to try to get these as early as possible before they really get established. And then very gently kind of go outside away from the plant itself like this. You're just going to kind of gently just tease these guys up out of the ground as such. And then just very carefully, all you're going to do is pull it up. Kind of shake the excess native soil off. There's a worm on there. You can see that in there as well. Little worm, native soil. We're going to set this aside and pot that up here in a second. Redo this again with these other guys right here. Just kind of very gently with your fingers, kind of pry the soil apart. And this is kind of a clay soil where I do live, so there's yet another one. Healthy little transplant, and that's another $10 right there. And this can go on for just however long it needs to go on. But another worm, another seedling, check that out. And do this last one here. Sorry guys, there's a bee on top of me. This camera got a little shaky there. There you go. So there's another plant right there. Now let me take you over here to the seed tray, show you the last step of how to propagate these out and save your guys some money with your own plants. All right, so check this out. All you're gonna do is get yourself a dibber tool. You can use the end of a pencil, end of a pen, or just your finger. This I think works best for me. I just kind of put it in, twist around, hollow out the center of the cell. Okay, there's 4 of these, so I'm gonna prepare 4 holes. Show you just how fast this is. This is all in real time. No editing, no redos, just that simple. Take your nice little cutting right here, or cutting seedling, sorry. Just gonna pop it in. I'll show you what we do next. Just kind of get it situated into the container, native soil and all. Take the last one right here. Just gonna go roots in first, push it in a little bit. Then I do is I take my little dibber tool again, and just gonna kind of press in on the sides. And you might think it's a little too rough, but you're really just getting the seeds, the roots really compacted back in. You don't want loose roots. You also don't want them to be exposed for that matter, and this one might need a little bit more soil as the level was a little bit lower. That's okay, I'll take care of that off camera. Give you guys this little demonstration right there. So there you go. That is harvesting or collecting 4 seedlings. These are echinacea. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Hypothetically, perhaps one day worth $10 a piece. So $40 worth of free perennial plants that are going to come back every year with almost no effort. Mother Nature did all the work for you. I mean, seeds have been dropping and sowing themselves for a long time without our help, so why try to help them out, you know? I let them do what they're going to do anyways. I always start my seeds inside, tomatoes, peppers, etc., because I have to, because starting them outside when the weather warms up would be impractical. So save yourself some time. If Mother Nature is going to start the seeds for you, you just need to make sure you go behind, take what you need. Don't take more than what you need, because they might actually fill the border in a little bit. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 mature plants already up here. But as you tell right here, this section, there's not a plant. So I'll probably leave 1 or 2 to actually fully mature in place. And then right here as well, I left these guys right here. There's no echinacea right here. Those guys are going to grow up in place and take out the ones that I don't need or don't want to grow up down there. And then also down here along the way, there's a few more. I'll just selectively let ones grow that I want to mature and pull the other ones out, transplant them into cell trays, and then I'll have a decision whether I want to transplant them somewhere else, give them away, sell them, do whatever it is you want to do. But there you go, guys. It's a really quick, simple way for you guys just to save yourself a ton of money, save yourself a ton of work, growing seedlings and plant lights and watering, etc., etc., etc. And this seed tray I've had for several years, so once you have it, it's not that difficult to just reuse it. And you're pretty much the only thing you're out is some potting soil or some early seed starting mix. It's really not a big deal. It's a small price to pay for saving tons of money. So hope this helped. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you did find this interesting or useful. All right, guys, from my hillside to yours, I'll see you next time. You guys be good and take care. Bye-bye.